There's something about late summer that always inspires me. The gardens are overflowing, the fields are full of sunflowers. Suddenly all those vegetables we've been growing are begging to become something wonderful. So we had more eggplant than we knew what to do with, and I started thinking about trying new recipes with John. And of course, that gave me the perfect excuse to look for beautiful, cozy baking dishes. So my sister and I headed off to the Goodwill and found exactly what we were hoping for. Cheers, my thrifting friends. Okay, well, my sister and I, we're shopping buddies now. We are at the Goodwill in Enfield. And we're here on like a random Tuesday, and it's really busy. I mean, look at this parking lot. There's actually a lot of people here today. We don't know what's going on. Maybe they're giving stuff away free in here. Who knows? Maybe there's a big sale. Who knows? All right, but we're gonna check it out. Wish us luck. I don't really have anything in mind too much. I think I'm looking for probably stuff for my store. I've been doing good there with little bits and bobs, and maybe some summer clothes, you know? I feel like hopefully maybe I can find a pretty kimono or something. I don't know. Anything special you're looking for?
Scarves.
Silk scarves. She collects them. All right, wish us luck. So the first thing I noticed was this beautiful tray. I love it so much, but unfortunately I don't do well with trays at my store. Only like really modern ones from like Home Goods or something, but vintage trays just don't do well for me. I don't know why. I know stereo equipment is in really high demand. This price reflects that, and that's a really nice speaker right there. All right, she's in the scarves, in the thick of it. Oh no. We should try the Second Chance shop in Suffield too, maybe. They always have beautiful scarves in there.
This is kind of picked over.
Yeah. I just don't think they get what they used to get. I don't even think it's picked over. I think they just never had it to begin with. Probably not. I spotted this table. I'm gonna be honest, I'm looking for a table for my sewing machine. I want to set it up like all the time. I'm gonna show you guys my mother's sewing table. She has it set up full time in her room, and it's the sweetest thing, but I don't think this would work. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't think does it have a drawer? Yeah, it does have a drawer. I don't know. We're gonna think about this. Do you think it would work as a sewing table?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's the sides.
It's the sides. Like I would want it to come out because I'd need it for maybe fabric or my sewing basket or something. I don't know. We'll keep it in mind. We're going to keep looking.
Looks like a repro of the...
It does. Look, I think it's got like Washington on it or something.
No, it looks like a lady to me.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
This looks like a guy. Look in the thing.
Oh.
A guy with a wig on.
Oh, then that's by Washington. Yeah.
Those are interesting though. There's only 3 of them, but they're so heavy.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they're different. I get so addicted to these cottagecore looks, you know? This is just really sweet for like a little bunch of flowers. I'm looking for baking stuff actually. That's Pioneer Woman. Yep. It's pretty. Looks like a really huge dog bowl though. It's got a like a really straight shape to it. But yeah, I've been looking for some baking dishes that are kind of pretty. Like I want to make some zucchini bread, but these are too small. But something like this with a cute design on it, but maybe a little bigger. Oh wow, Mom still has this set. These courier knives.
Yes, it does.
Yep. Look how much the plates are now, $7.99. One plate. That's a lot. These are blue willow. $3.99 each. That's actually a really good deal. I don't see a back stamp though, or they put the price tag.
It could be repros. That's why.
I want to see that back stamp though. No.
So retail.
I know, every single one of them. I had so much blue willow, I don't need more. Oh, there's a back stamp. This is Homer Johnson. So this is a USA made one.
Okay, but these two plates are different than these.
Yeah, those are smaller lunch plates. How much are these? These are $5.99. Wow, these are actually really nice. I have a lot of blue willow, but hey, listen. Is there such a thing as too much blue willow?
Well, it depends if you got the space for it.
Yeah. This one has a little defect right here. So I don't know if I have the smaller plates. I don't think I have this size. Like those can sit right on top of the bigger ones, but there's not enough room in there. I don't think they would look.
No.
But these are really sweet. Someone's gonna grab these.
I do think they're repros compared to these.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah, these are just empty frames.
Okay.
But I like the picture that they even just have in there for the frame. Frames sell really well in my store, but they have to be like super cheap. Oh yeah, those are pretty.
They're a related set.
Yeah. How much are they? Yeah, they're $9.99 each. I couldn't even sell them for that in my store. That's like crazy high.
Oh, that was in Marshall's.
Yeah, that's actually a good. I might. It's got some. Is that a nick right there? Like a real nick, or is that just a color variation?
Color.
Is it really just color?
that's
All
it.
right. I don't know, for $3.99, that might not be a bad. It's got a crack right here.
Where?
Right there. Right here.
Yeah, that's natural to the wood.
What? If I didn't pick it up, you want it?
No, not for myself. But if you were to pick it up and oil it, it would probably not be a problem.
Yeah. That is kind of pretty. I think I might grab that. All right, this is awesome. This is me this is me for fall. Very Victorian. It's a good price. I love the velvet. Yeah, my sister just spotted this on their red end cap. I'm gonna take that. I love it. Bye. Anything else good on here? Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a big candle holder. Huh, interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, they taped it like that. But that's very industrial looking. Oh, look, it's new. It's got the tag on it. I wonder where that came from.
Probably Pottery Barn.
I don't know. It doesn't say. How much is it? $5.99. Yeah, no room in there for me. And then they rolled out the bins, and that's where the good stuff is. This lamp is stunning, just my style. I really love this, and I totally grabbed it. $14.99, that's a totally fair price. Has a shade already, that's in excellent condition. So yeah, I totally grabbed it. Yellow is one of the half-offs. That looks religious to me.
It is. It's a Marian statue. St. Lucy. She was probably made in ceramics class.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Peaceful.
I just don't like the cracks.
I know. Yeah, she's aged.
No, they did it on purpose.
Oh, they did. That's on her.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a.
Yeah, it's an artistic expression.
Interesting. I don't think I've
Some
seen.
people like that, but I never cared for a crack look like that.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh, look at this little mixer glass up here. You want to make yourself a self-serve martini?
That's what that is?
Yeah. It's just a little.
That's why this.
Yeah, it's stirred. You know, shaken, not stirred, kind of thing.
Yeah.
This would be for stirred.
Okay. That's James Bond joke.
Very James Bond. Yes. Sometimes I find like good creams in here, you know. Sometimes they have good beauty
You're
products
still
in
my
here.
best source of nail
Oh, I
polish.
know. Oh yeah, I got a bunch that came in too.
Oh, anything sparkles, I'll take it.
I know. I've got to put them out for the 2 months, and then if they don't sell, they're all yours. That's how I roll. This one's half off too if you like hearts. Pretty. These mugs are interesting. Wonder what they are, why they're in here. Ooh, what's the thing in the back? Look at that thing. Oh, it's a comb and a mirror thing. Okay, gotta get, see the red box?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, hold please. What is it? Ooh, I don't think it's old though. It's like
I had
probably,
one of those and it broke really easy.
yeah, it's probably like a 90s one. This doesn't feel old to me. Especially not the box and everything. No, it's definitely like a cute little 90s thing or something. How much is it? $7.99. Is that half off color today?
Today?
No, it's not. Nah. If it was super old, I would get it, but it's not.
Why you put it back?
Yes. I don't know. I mean, if it was old, I would want it for collection. Ooh, look at this. This is pretty. I wish this wasn't amber, though. I wish this was pink.
Yeah, I know. I love pink too.
Yep, I do. I got a couple of pink pieces.
Just like I like what you did for this. I like that color.
Yeah. This is interesting, too. Huh. Interesting. $5.99. That's cute.
What's this thing?
Ooh, that's even nicer, actually.
I wish the sticker wasn't on top of the picture, though.
It's only $3.99. What's it a picture of?
Well, it's hard to... Well, okay, it's a lady here.
Yeah.
So it's probably a Victorian garden scene.
Okay, well, we gotta see. What's the bottom? Is it marked? Is it French? Wow, that's really beautiful, actually, Sharon. That's like way nicer than what I had my eye on. It opens right here. Oh, that's the hinge. Nope,
Yeah.
other way around. There you
it
go.
opens here, but...
Yeah. There you go. Ooh, that's gorgeous.
And I think it's porcelain.
Yeah, I do too. For $3.99, that's really lovely.
May I remove the sticker to see the picture?
Yeah, you're all good. You're all
Okay.
good. We'll just get something similar. What is it, $3.99 blue?
Well, she'll keep it intact.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it intact.
Yeah.
I want to see...
Well, some folks go crazy on it, so...
Yeah, I know. No, it's not. Yeah, it's two ladies. It's actually maybe, is that two ladies or three? You can see the screen, right? I like this fabric. It's $3.99. That's not bad. This would be perfect. We just canned a bunch of tomatoes, and I'd love to put this over the covers of them. Like, this is perfect for all the jars. I think I'm gonna get like maybe at least 2 of them. There's more than one here.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3. These are 4 apiece. Maybe I'll pick up 2 of them. Yeah, this one, I like this one better. That one looks a little yellowish. Yeah, I think I'll pick up these 2. That's perfect. I love finding these little porcelain hands. They are so sweet. I use them all over my house. So I'm gonna grab that, $1.99. And this transfer wear is perfect. I love the color specifically of this. It's like a dark cranberry. And at $5.99, I am going to add this one to my collection for sure. All right, we are done shopping. We got a boatload of stuff. It's really nice. I did really good with the lamps. They had some really cool lamps today. Very unexpected. Totally thrilled about it, and a lot of other good stuff. So let's get it all in the car and I will show you when I get home. Let me lift this up. There you go. Just put this right on top. I think we got it all to fit. Okay, so you guys saw the footage of my sister and I. We went thrifting at the Goodwill in Enfield, had a really good time, and I picked up 3 baking dishes. Technically this is not a baking dish. We're gonna make a little tomato basil salad for this. So John got inspired by my baking dishes. I already made a French apple cake, but a thin cake. You guys saw me make that. It's in the oven right now. And John came up with an amazing recipe. I think it's gonna be really delicious. What are you making?
Well, when you live in a farm community this time of year,
Yep.
they're going to have so many of these Black Beauty eggplants that they're going to be throwing them at each other.
I know, these are really pretty.
So
That and zucchini.
Diane had come home with a pile of these,
Mm-hmm.
and then she mentioned wanting to do something with the baking dish, the casserole dish here.
Yep.
As well, that's an easy one. That's moussaka.
Moussaka. Have you guys had moussaka before? I've had it. I don't think we've made it. We made it once.
I've never made it.
Okay, you've never made it. All right. I'm thinking, well, what did you make for a garden gathering we had? Ganache?
Oh, that was a roasted eggplant dip.
Oh, a roasted. Okay.
Spread.
Okay. All right. So a few years ago, we used to go to a garden exchange, and we used all the abundant eggplants that year to make this dip, this eggplant dip. It was a big hit. There wasn't anything left, and we brought a really big container of it. So this year, I guess we're going to try moussaka, and let's hope that it comes out. I'm sure it's going to come out amazing, and it's going to be delicious, and John's going to lead the way. I'm just going to watch. I already made dessert. All right, actually, right before we get started, the timer just went off on my little French apple cake. John's going to grab it out of the oven for me. I hope this came out good. So I picked up this little tart pan. I thought it was so sweet. It has roses in it. The house smells wonderful already. Oh, wow. That looks good. Ooh, I'm going to put some powdered sugar on that when it cools down, and that's going to be our dessert for tonight.
And like when we made the stuffed eggplant, you're going to salt the eggplant so it can sweat out the bitterness. Don't sweat the small stuff. Do sweat your eggplant. You can use beef or lamb when making moussaka. It does not have to be the traditional lamb. Plenty of people today are using beef. If you're a little scared of the lamb, I want to point out that you are going to be using beef broth, so you'll be cutting that flavor a little bit in the recipe anyway. bitterness. You don't want that bitterness. So we're finishing up our bechamel sauce. I've seen recipes for moussaka where they have cheese added to this. I want to point out that that's a Mornay sauce.
Not a bechamel.
And you want a bechamel for moussaka.
Yes.
So we tempered it, and we're just letting it boil for another minute or two. And then you're gonna take off the heat, and I'm gonna put this aside. And when the pot has cooled down to room temperature, we'll assemble our moussaka and get it going in the oven.
All right, so while we're waiting for all that to cool down, we're gonna assemble our moussaka. I figured I'd take these few minutes and show you all the stuff that I picked up with my sister when we went thrifting. I picked up some really cute stuff, so let me show you. So I found this lovely transferware platter. This is the color of the red transferware that I really like because it's kind of like a dark raspberry type color. I really prefer this over the really bright red color of this red transferware. So I grabbed this one for $5.99. So I'm gonna add this one to my collection in my curio cabinet. So I also found a bunch of linens and fabric. I've used some of the fabric already. In my previous video, you saw John and I did some canning, and I used the red checked fabric as little jar toppers. That came out really cute, but I also grabbed a couple other things I wanted to show you. This I couldn't resist. I know it's a holiday piece, but it just looked so like cottagecore and cozy. This little Santa and reindeer with this lace. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but I definitely grabbed it because I thought it was really pretty. This piece right here, I grabbed it for it is like a pillow sham, but I grabbed it for the lace on the end. So this one was $3.99. I think it was a half off color though. And what I'm going to do is save it and cut it. I'm going to cut this ruffle off. And I like to put these ruffles on the edges of my dish towels or sometimes placemats, even if I make myself an apron. So anything that I would want this kind of lace on, I would use it for that. I would just cut it right off of this and go ahead and use it because I really can't find lace affordable anymore. And when you kind of look at how many yards you're getting on something like this, you're probably getting 3 yards. And for $3.99, maybe half price, I think this was $2. You definitely can't beat that price for, you know, this pretty eyelet lace. So I also found a bunch of lace pieces and kind of like crochet pieces. This is going to be perfect for Halloween. Wait till you guys see what I have planned for my Halloween table, which by the way, I have no setting on my table because we're getting some flooring work done in this room, this hallway, and one of these bedrooms starting tomorrow morning. So I have to take all of my house plants out of the hallway and leave them on this table by tonight. But this little heart, thought that was really sweet. And this little round one with the crochet edges, that's really pretty. These are getting really hard to find. You almost never find these in a Goodwill like this. So I think that's great. I found this long kind of table runner. It matches it. It's the same pattern. I think it's a little shorter. Yeah, so a really long runner and a slightly shorter one. So that was lovely to find. And then I picked up this this piece. This was $1.99. And I picked it up because I love the birds on it. So it is supposed to be a curtain valance, but it has 3 of these embroidered birds on it. I didn't leave it behind because I love having pieces like this in my fabric stash for any crafts I might do. Okay, then the last pieces of just like raw fabric that I'm going to be putting in my stash to use for something else was this beautiful, very shabby chic cabbage rose curtains. It's very Waverly Garden looking to me. It's in excellent condition. These are the kind of things that I keep, and I'll, you know, sometimes I'll make dish towels for myself, but I like to also use these in case I want to like cover like a stool top or make pillows for myself. So you all are probably going to be like, why are you buying another sewing box? You just bought a sewing box and made this really cool video about it. Well, I can't help it if these things come my way. I think it's crazy. This was $3.99 in the Goodwill. And I've never seen one like this with this kind of satiny material on it. Now, let me just show you the inside. There was nothing in this one. It was completely empty. So this one is completely empty, but it's definitely one of these old school from the 50s. It's got this plastic covering. So the top here has this plastic covering. So I am going to literally peel it off because I'm going to need to take the plastic off of this, and I'm going to work on that. And hopefully it looks decent when I finish it. But let me show you up close. Look. All right, so this right here, it looks like there's this like plastic stuff covering, and I think if I carefully try to take this off, the satin material underneath, see how like I'm taking this off? It looks perfect. So this is just this old plastic that's already been removed from the bottom half of this thing, and I just have to take it all off of this part. And I think it's going to look really good when I finish getting it all off. All right, well, this came out even better than I hoped. The plastic really just protected that beautiful fabric for all the years that this was covered up. and now it looks shiny and brand new and really pretty. So I can't wait to use this and have another really nice sewing. I can definitely use two. I got plenty of stuff to put in it. I also found these two packages of placemats. They were new in the bag and they were only $1.99, and I think there's 4 of them in here. There was 2 of them right next to each other, so I'm positive I'm going to keep one. So let me open it together with you. It says it's from the Zanger company, Polish stoneware. What is this? I've never seen this. Have any of you guys ever seen this tag right there? Huh. It says the Zanger company, importers of Polish stoneware. Wonderful. I love it when I find stuff like this. And for $1.99, I thought that was a great deal. So let's take a look at what they look like outside the bag. Oh wow, these are really pretty. So it looks like you can use them maybe on that side or on this side. I love the size of these. They're perfect. They're not too big, not too small, and I really think the floral is very pretty. I can see where these would go really nice with Polish pottery. They have all kind of like similar colors as Polish pottery, so I think these are lovely. Well, I'm definitely going to keep 4 of them. I'm debating whether I should sell the other package because it is new in my store. This would make a great Christmas gift for somebody. I don't think I could use more than 4, but they sure are pretty. All right, let me show you the rest of the things that I picked up. My sister spotted these on an end cap, as you saw in the footage, and they're perfect for me. They're these little velvet pumpkins in my favorite color of velvet. I love this deep red color. So those are gonna go on probably my Halloween table as well. I think those are gonna look great. I grabbed this book. I love books that have recipes with a story. So it's called My Berlin Kitchen. It's a love story with recipes. That sounds perfect. So I'm going to dig into this book. Look at that, right on the page I opened to, spicy roasted chicken thighs. So I love a story. I think the Under the Tuscan Sun, that author wrote another book and she had it in the same style where it was recipes in with a story. So can't wait to do that. You guys saw me grab these hands. I love these. This was a great price at $1.99. I use these all over my house for little jewelry, soaps, anything, keys. I think they're lovely. So I definitely loved finding that. I found myself a pink glass. This was $24.99. I definitely paid up for it, but I think green was a half off color, so I did get it for $12.50. So this was half off, and I do love the design. I really love the etched glass. I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to add that to my little pink glass collection. And I grabbed this pillow. This was $5.99, and I love these tapestry pillows. Very my style, very Victorian. And I also found this one, but I'm going to need to do a little work with this one. I already washed it and I dried it, and the thing with this one is just a pillow cover and the zipper is broken. So I do have a small insert that I'm going to put this over, and I'm going to sew this right on to the insert because I probably wouldn't change it again anyway. So these two tapestry pillows together are really pretty. And then the last 2 things I picked up, at least that I'm keeping, are these 2 miniature embroidery hoops. These were in one of their grab bags together with this book. I love that. I love that this book was in a grab bag, and it has a really good encyclopedia of all the different stitches and how to do them, which is perfect for me because even though I do love embroidery and I have done quite a bit. I haven't done it in a really long time. I'm just getting back into it. So I think this book is a great little refresher for me, and I'm going to keep it in my embroidery bag. And this is the perfect size rings. I'm working on this project right now, so I thought that I could finish up the basket on this using probably the bigger ring. But this small ring is perfect for tiny little embroidery pieces, maybe like on a handkerchief or something like that. And this one is good for like little mid-sized projects like this one. So let me do these 2 little sewing projects right now while we're waiting for our sauces to cool down. I don't even know where the edge is that I just sewed. Wow, that good. Wow, that's good. Okay. All right, I just finished sewing the edge here where you guys saw that there was a zipper. I just closed up the 2 edges and now it's just all in one piece. It's really pretty. Actually, this is the way it goes, like that. Pretty, right? I'm gonna put this on my Victorian sofa upstairs in my bedroom. So you guys saw me thrift a bunch of lamps with my sister, and this is the one that I chose to keep. The other 2 I am going to bring to my store, but this one was such a gorgeous shape. You guys saw me grab it out of the fresh bins that they brought out. So that's when you get the good stuff, when they roll out those bins. All right, so we're ready to assemble. This is the final step, you guys. We're using our big gas stove because this doesn't fit in our little Ninja.
Those handles.
Not with the handles, but that's okay.
It's a beautiful dish, but it's got love handles.
Yep, we gotta use our gas stove once in a while anyway. We forget if it doesn't work or not. All right, we'll see you in 45 minutes.
Mm.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah,
have to let
Hello.
that sit for 10 minutes so it retains its shape when served. Just like a lasagna.
Wow, look at the bubbly in the corners. Hey, you want to dress this tomato salad? That can sit too while we're waiting. I put everything out for you.
Olive oil.
I decorated our cake too. Doesn't that look pretty?
Balsamic glaze. A little fresh ground salt.
Perfect. All right. Wait our 10 minutes.
So if you're looking for a wine pairing to go with the moussaka, not a lot of really popular Greek options. So you could go domestic with something mild tasting like a Sauvignon Blanc, but when I think of the mild spices that we use, the cinnamon and the nutmeg, it just reminds me of the Alsatian cooking that we did. So we're gonna pair it today with Gentile Hugel from Alsace. The classification Hugel, those are the driest wines that French are produced in France. And the Gentile is going to be a reminiscent of a Gewürztraminer, but more also like a Riesling. So if you're into those types of wines, I recommend that you try this.
Wow. Yeah.